Hello, welcome back. Today we're gonna draw SpongeBob from, you guessed it, SpongeBob SquarePants, the show about him, who lives in a pineapple under the sea. Anyways, so the materials you're gonna need is paper, a pencil, a permanent marker if your parents will let you. If not, a black pen, marker, pencil crayon or crayon will do just as well, an eraser, and your favorite coloring tools. SpongeBob actually became very popular when I was in elementary school, so SpongeBob is getting kind of old. I am now like 26 years old, and that's when I was in grade 5, I think, is when SpongeBob became a thing. So that would have been 10. So that's like 15 years old. He's not too old, I guess. Anyways, he is not actually really a square. He's a trapezoid because the top of him is longer than the bottom of him. So, we're going to draw a trapezoid. Oh, sorry, I got the wrong tool. So we're going to need a pencil, and we're going to draw a trapezoid. So we make the bottom just a little bit smaller than the top. And also make it a bit more curvy because it's not completely straight. So yeah, I've noticed some of these things that I'm saying are sounding a little weird. Anyways, so now we're going to draw a line going down, and that's to give it the 3D look, and we're going to try to follow it, getting a little bit smaller as we get to the bottom. And then I think my son's on his bike outside with his dad. So then that's the basic shape of SpongeBob. Yeah, he's on his little car outside. And then we're going to draw a line going across. That will be his pants. Hello out there! I hear you! They're outside. Hi! Just peeks through the window. Anyways, and I kind of just want to draw his whole thing here. So we'll draw 2 triangles going to the side and another kind of triangular shape there, and then a little thing that's his bow tie. Hello, hello, hello! Sorry, my son's too cute. I can't ignore him. Okay, and then we're going to draw where his shirt and his pants meet. So he's got a black belt. He's a black belt, believe it or not. Don't want to mess with SpongeBob. No. And we're going to draw little rectangles. So it's 1 on the side of him and 4 in the front, 2 on each side of the tie. And, oh, there we go. Now we got to draw the legs. Well, I guess we could draw the face. He's got 2 circles that are kind of a little overlapping for his eyes. So, 1 big circle, 2 big circles, and they are overlapping, so let them overlap. And his pupils are close together. Well, his pupils actually. His, yeah. His eyes are close together in this picture. They're not the same. So it looks like he's kind of looking at his nose. Then he's got 3 very square or rectangular shape eyelashes. Why they gave boy eyelashes, I don't know. Boys do have eyelashes in real life, but they don't care about them. Ah! You're so cute, Jason. And then his cheek overlaps his eye on one side, which actually has 3 little freckles and then a frowny face. They say his face is full of sadness because of that frowny face. Just kidding. Then let's do his nose. His nose kind of comes from between his eyes, overlapping the other eye a bit, and it looks like a Pinocchio nose. That's what it looks like. It's got a Pinocchio nose. And his lips stick out just a bit sharply. There's a point there. And it goes straight across and then curves at the very end, like so. And then goes down quite a bit, almost to the very bottom of his face, or the bottom half of his. He's got many different expressions, but mostly happy face. So now we got to do his buck teeth. There's quite a bit of a gap between his teeth.
Come on, Jason.
And his tongue. Look like little mountains back there. Okay. Now we got to draw his arms. His shirt, the sleeve of his shirt actually starts way above. So we're going to draw like a semicircle, kind of oval, semi-oval on one side. Goes further than that. And then we're going to draw the other one on this side. Right here. There we go. And we're going to draw his pant legs. The legs of his pants. SpongeBob SquarePants. He's got long... Well, he's got really thin hands. 1 thumb and 3 fingers, like a lot of cartoons. So you draw 2 lines. Well, kind of 3 lines. There is his hand. Now, I don't understand why one hand is longer than the other one in this picture, but it is a cartoon and a lot of people didn't notice, so whatever. So we're going to draw the other hand. And if you just want to draw the other hand like that one, that was fine too. Like, just make sure there's a left hand and a right hand. And the finger, and another finger, and a swirl for the last finger. Okay. And then he's got long, thin legs. Well, not really that long, but they could be. Sometimes they are, depending on what's going on, right? And it looks like his shoes are like 2 balls. So, got 1 ball here, and another ball here. 1 ball here, and another ball here. And then we got the heel. It's got a bit of a heel, not much. They're still man's shoes, okay? I think I did better with, okay, let's make this more. Yeah, I did better with the rest of him than his shoes. So, I'm sorry. Okay, so it seems like his clothes are a little bit tight, so the sponge kind of seeps over the clothes a bit. And then he's not a straight line, he's got some curves to him, so we got to do like little bubbly like shapes. Not too much like what I just did, okay? And then we got to do the same on here. Just a little curvy, Make it look like a sponge. And then he's got some circles. Got a big circle there and a little circle. A medium circle on this side. And a big circle here and a little circle here. And a little circle here and a big circle there. And a small circle and then a medium circle and then a small circle and then a medium circle. He's just full of holes. Now he looks like cheese. Actually looks like he looks like cheese. And that is pretty much the basics of the drawing for SpongeBob. So now it's time to go to a permanent marker or the other tools that your parents will let you use. If you want to get creative, you can use markers or whatever you've got with the dark colors like green, like a greenish yellow for the outline of the sponge, pink for the bottom of his lip, red for his cheek, and it looks like black for everything else. But I'm just going to go black for everything. So my son maybe has a little autism. So when he gets upset, he likes to hit his head, which is very sad. I don't like it when he hits his head. So I promise you nobody's getting beaten up by somebody else. Mom's almost done with this. So we're going to start just coloring the lines we want to keep and ignore the ones we do. So take your time, do it right. I remember in elementary school we would sing the SpongeBob SquarePants for music time. SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants. So I learned that song in elementary school. I think it was kind of weird. That's what we sang. But whatever. Now that I think about it, it was weird. I'm going to draw his teeth first so I don't make more than one line. His teeth aren't invisible, so, or transparent, so you can't see past whatever the tooth is, so that's why I draw that. And now it's time for the sleeve. Yep. Okay. Now, the holes in the sponge in SpongeBob don't have lines on them, so you can actually color the circles with the coloring tools you have instead of tracing them black to give it more of a authentic look to it, like it's the actual done by the real artist look to it. If not, you can still line them in black, and that's probably what I'm gonna do too. You can watch a show and after I'm done, okay? This is my last video. You can't?
Bedtime.
Oh, is it bedtime?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Jason, come on, bye.
Now I'm gonna not put the lines on the shoes because I want to have that just the color red and blue with a marker or something. And there we go. So I'm actually gonna trace the circles here for his face.
The blanket.
Without coloring, it almost looks like pimples. Okay, now you can take your eraser and erase the image and it'll look like this. Something like this. You can go around the edges of it with a thicker marker or just make thicker lines if you like. So I think I'm going to do that. Let's do it much thicker. So. Nope, that's too thick. I don't want it that thick. Just a little thinner. So I'm just going to trace the outside image, outside lines with a thicker marker. I usually do this with my actual artwork, like the ones that I do traditionally. I take a small permanent marker, the thin one, and then I take a regular permanent marker afterwards to help define how far things are. I think I made his pant legs a little, like the legs of his pants a little bit too wide, too big. And again, I'm not a perfect artist when it comes to cartoons. I'm a realistic artist most of the time. So, but I find it relaxing to do cartoons once in a while. And I'm also going to fill in his eyebrows, his eyelashes a little bit better. He has no eyebrows. I just noticed that. And then I'm going to draw a line across the legs to let you guys know that that is separate. And then also I'm going to separate the arms from the rest of the body. So there we go. There is our SpongeBob. Now we can take our favorite coloring tools. Today I think I might just use charcoal. So we're gonna start with the yellow. It's kind of more of an orangey yellow. We're gonna fill in his body. There we go. SpongeBob. I missed a line for the eye. I just noticed that. You see where I missed it? I missed it. I'm not a perfect artist. That's why you stop and stare for a while sometimes, just to make sure everything's right the way you like it. And I'm going to change that to a smaller one as I color in the arms and the legs. Now the shading in here is quite simple, so I might as well just do it with you guys, okay? It's only really the one side of his body, not the arms, just the body. So we can do so you can take a gray if you don't have a darker shade of the same color and color in just the one side of his body like this. And for his shirt, it's a very light blue for his shading right here. Just right there. Yeah, that's all. Well, I'm gonna go back and fix that line because it's going to bug me. Not with a thick one. Gotta draw that circle in there. That's better. Okay. And now we got to do the holes in the face. So we're going to go back to the yellow, and it's more of a green. Let's just see, play around with this. I could just steal it from the image if I wanted to. Doing a little bit of black on that would actually do fairly good as well. You might want to practice on, there, I think that's the right color. You want to practice on a separate sheet of paper. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then do slightly darker for the other side. There we go. Now he's got bright blue eyes. And he's got like a dark red mouth. And a pink tongue. A red tie. Bright red tie. And brown pants. So use your lighter brown or just color in lighter than this other side. I just colored over the belt, which could have been colored in with your pen or pencil crayon or whatever else you have. Or you can just color over it again. So let's just grab that black, make this even smaller. I also forgot to color in his shoes. Can't believe it's already bedtime for Jason. I gotta color in his shoes, like so. Oh, there is a highlight on his shoes, so if you want to, draw a circle and then avoid the circle like that. Like that, that would give it more of a realistic look. Since I did chalk, in reality, I can actually erase a little bit of the chalk. Won't erase perfectly like this, but it will erase it. Did you know that? Okay, I'm going to switch over back to a pen and do blue line and a red line. The blue line's on top and the red line is on the bottom. Traditional socks. And there you have it. Your own drawing of SpongeBob SquarePants. And it's not exactly like the original, but the more you practice, the better you get. So stay home, stay safe, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again next time.